Hey guys, welcome back to Just Keep Skating. So today, how to backside flip. So I love this trick. I think backside flips are so much fun, and I lost them for like 15 years. But anyways, I've recently kind of fallen back in love with this trick that I used to love doing back when I was like 13, 14. Okay, so obviously the two fundamentals you're gonna want to have for this trick are a backside 180 and a kickflip. If you don't have those, I mean, there's really not much point in trying to do a backside flip. So I do have tutorials for both of those tricks on my other channel, Bend to Grow. You guys can check that out if you want, but now we're gonna get straight to the backside flip. All right, so the foot positioning for a backside flip. First, let's get into the kick flip. So you can see that on backside flips, like all this white right here is for my shoe doing backside flips. So I don't flick them off the nose all that much. And also, when I do a regular kick flip, I have my foot kind of similar to ollie position. I probably have the ball of my foot lined up with right here. On a backside flip, I have my foot like way less, sort of like this. So it makes a backside flip kind of hard to balance when riding up. But yeah, the foot positioning and the flick, I have a lot less foot. Now everybody's gonna be different, or if you have a super mellow concave deck with mellow kicks or super worn out shoes, you might actually have more of your foot to be able to get a good flick. But I got a new board with steep concave and nice new shoes, so I don't need much of my foot on. Okay, so the back foot positioning. This is where we're gonna get into the balance aspect of skateboarding a little bit. Because I have one foot way over here hanging off my board, it's gonna make my board wanna lean a lot. So my other foot has to balance it out. Now on this deck, because it's got a nice steep tail, I like to have my foot right on the edge. And I was taking a look at it, and my foot is basically on the edge of my deck. Again, if it's a really mellow or easy pop deck, you might want to have your foot in, but we are getting a little bit complicated here. But where I put the bulk of my weight and balance is not exactly on the end, but right here. So in this part, not down in the pocket, but right here. And that works because when you look at this line going across your trucks, that's your balance point. So that's how you're able to counteract the balance from your front foot and put it onto your other foot and keep your board nice and stable as you're riding up to do this trick. So the foot positioning again is just my toes like that, my back foot right about there, with my ball of my foot putting the weight right there. Okay, the next thing about this trick is going to be your shoulder positioning. As you're riding up, getting ready to do this trick, you're not going to want your shoulder open, because the most important thing about this trick is that you're getting your shoulder closed off a little bit. I'm still looking forward a bit because you got to time your trick if you're doing it off something or over something, but you do have to close off your shoulder, because the most important thing is that you swing this back shoulder around. If you don't get the back shoulder around, you're going to get a lot of these. Ugh. So yes, that's just an under-rotated backside flip, and it's super important to have the basics of a backside 180, so all backside tricks before trying this. That way you're going to be able to swing it back around. And then we're going to get into, so the next thing is, what kind of a backside flipper are you? So I'm a scoochy backside flipper. There's definitely a lot of scooch in my backside tricks. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of scooch in my backside flip. So I tend to land on my nose a little bit, and I finish the rotation by scooping it around. And when I very first learned these tricks, I actually did them into a very small bank, like the steepness of a wheelchair ramp. And that helped me get that little scooch, and that was how I originally learned them, and that's probably why I've maintained the scooch to this day. So it's as simple as that. I really don't think that I can say that much more about a backside flip. I love doing them up stuff, over stuff, down stuff. They're definitely one of my favorite tricks. So we may as well get to it. It's time for the backside flip montage. So I got beat up doing those backside flips down that thing. I am sore, like my hips. I got hot pockets in both my ankles, but you know what? It was fun. Not only that, my consistency on backside flips went way up filming this tutorial. I was probably landing about 4 out of 5 after filming all of that, except for the ones that I was doing down the thing. That was pretty punishing. Anyways, I'm veered off, way off topic here. The real topic is backside flips and their sweet, sweet backside flippiness. And as always, if you want to learn backside flips, if you want to enjoy your time on board, there's nothing else to do but just keep skating. So, thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you're one step closer to getting the sweet, sweet backside flips back into your life, just like I did, or into your life for the first time, the very first time. I still remember learning backside flips. You guys wanted my little story? It was at Terry Fox Plaza. So that place that Spenny always skates in his videos, doing all the manuals, but it didn't used to have any of that stuff. Here it is. I'll put a little clip in here. This is Chris Markovich in Fight Fire with Fire. That's the old Terry Fox Plaza, except I don't think it was Terry Fox Plaza, and I learned it into those little banks. I still remember to this day, I was riding like brand new 55mm wheels. It was when 55mm all of a sudden came into fashion because of all the Eastern Exposure videos. I was riding a Colin McKay Plan B. I had independent stage 7s, probably the 136s, because that's what everyone would have had. And yeah, I learned my scoochy little backside flips into the bank, and I did them over every hip, down everything I could find, over every bump to bump. I mean, they were my trick for a long time. Yeah, we said a whole lot more in this video than I usually do, but there's a little history of my backside flips. Now I have to close the video out again because I said so many words. So thanks for watching. Just keep skating.